And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. George and Zubats inside at the 4 and the 5. Powell is out there with Jackson, and it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Now, here's Monk. Clock at 6. LeBron kicks to Bradley. Off target with his 3. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. Powell, that's good. Powell's got the fourth quarter started here with a bucket for the Clippers.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
James against Zubats. Shoots over Zubats. No good off the back of the rim. Clippers leading by 20. Here's Powell and the dunk by Powell.
You know, after averaging just 1 assist per game as a rookie, George has really upgraded his passing game.
The Lakers shooting about 33%. Not happy with their play on that end. On the wing, Monk. With the drive. Misses in close.
Boy, that is awesome defense, guys, against a capable finisher. Well done. I'm sure the coaches love that.
Leonard, the pass to Jackson. And such a nice move to make the basket work.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And don't leave out the coaching staff here now. I mean, their game plan has been perfect.
Now, here's Monk. LeBron left side. Stolen by George. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Misses from short range.
You know, even though they're on top in this one, you'd like him to be better out there because he's capable of being better. It sure would make things a lot easier, too.
Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Ariza with it. Leonard picks him up. Ariza kicks to Johnson. Dishes it to Bradley. That's good, and it's Johnson with the assist. Bradley's got his first basket.
And that solid play in the paint continues here, guys.
Here's George. And again, no good by the Clippers. Lakers have gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. And the dunk by James.
James throwing it down with that power dunk. You know, the defense can't allow him to get what he wants inside because that's easy pickings for LeBron.
And Stanley Johnson is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. And the Lakers with some changes. Davis comes in for Johnson. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Monk.
Anthony Davis. Russell Westbrook.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. Powell, the pass to Zubats. Outside, George passes it to Jackson. Shot clock at 6. Lets it go from 14. The shot by George, no good. Lakers trail by 20. Westbrook passes to Bradley. Inside. Davis inside. He's covered by Leonard. And Davis can't get it to go. The Clippers have gone 3 of 6 from the field so far in the fourth quarter. To the inside. Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
And if ever there were a way to kick off the NBA Conference Finals, this is it. Gonna be a table-setting victory here in Game 1 for the Clippers.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And they open these conference finals with a forceful performance to take the early lead in the series.
Yeah, they talked about sending a message here in Game 1, and no doubt about it, they delivered that message loud and clear. It's obvious who has the upper hand going forward in this series.
And something we've come to almost expect is greatness from this one. Such an overall great performance it was for George.
Boy, from a scoring standpoint, he was absolutely sensational. Made the game look easy tonight.
LeBron against George. Kicks it out to Bradley. Westbrook dishes to LeBron. It's Bradley on the wing. To the paint. Here's Davis. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
And I tell you what, more brain-neutral plays like that one, and they'll have a hole deeper than the one they're already in.
Here's Mann. He's covered by Westbrook. Here's Mann. So the Clippers winning this one easily. A pretty good feeling right now for them to be out in front like this in the series.
You know, Kevin, momentum is so critical, and you know they'll want to ride this wave into game 2.
And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thanks very much. Kawhi, how satisfied are you with your team's performance tonight in this win?
We did a great job tonight. You know, we got to come in every game with the defensive hat on first, and we did that tonight. We made shots, and we ended up winning the game.
You took it to them when it mattered, man. Congrats on the win. Back to you.
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. That concludes this broadcast of the Western Conference Finals. For Greg Anthony, Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for watching this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. As New Balance presents our player of the game, Paul George.
This is no last supper. I've been through the struggle, still in the gutter. I'm a go-getter, yeah, I'm a go-hustler. Jump from place to place like I'm a free runner. Don't play with me like I'm stupid, don't play me like a season. You could call me light flash before my eyes, no thunder. Wake up to these roaches on my bed, right? Wake up to these roaches in the fridge. Wake up to no snacks on the late night. Wake up to no food in the crib. Mama had to work, right, to get what she needed for a kid. I gotta thank Mom for giving her dead life and doing the she did. I know you try to do it all for me. I know you try. Yeah, I know you try to do this all for me. Don't with nobody. I treat them more like some outcasts. Everything have a price, even without a price tag. The word me over once it had a. So people forget where they came from. They too high class. Now that I'm doing good, try to kiss my. Started with plastic cups. Now I'm sipping on. My path, it's just like my future, I bypass. I'm driving on my lane while these try to hijack. I hope that don't go over your heads. Don't let these women get to my head. Doing special stuff, I write it instead. I go crazy in the booth, like a possessed. I really sleeping on a better wake up from bed. Mama told me I'ma make it. Mama told me just be patient. I told Mom I'ma change. I told her I'm striving for greatness. I told her we gon' reach the top. No more living in the basement. No more public transportation. No more job applications. No more. Just more private jets and vacation. Stress-free meditation. Work. Yeah, we gon' do this. We gon' change our lives for the better. We gon' change it for the better, man. Yeah, we gon' do this. We gon' change our lives forever. We gon' change our lives forever, fam. Yeah, we gon' do this. We gon' change our lives for the better. For the better now. Yeah, we gon' do this. We gon' change our lives forever. They say the good could young where I'm lucky to be alive with this music. I gotta push everything to the side and everyone. Now it's just me and myself and I. The beat catches my attention, but the song catches your eyes and I love it. That's the reason I does this. I just settle for more. I don't settle for nothing. I just take my time with it. Was a need for the rush and where you was at when it had
Starting at center, number 35, Charlie Collier. At small forward, number 6, Kayla again, your Dallas starters.
It's the WNBA on 2K Sports. Welcome in, everybody.
And on tap tonight, it's the Washington Mystics going up against the Dallas Wings.
This is Blake Suniga alongside Tim Swartz and Brian Benefitemi, and we're excited for some 2K hoops. And away we go. Playoffs are here. First round, single elimination, the 5th seed hosting the 8th seed. Brian, you ready for the postseason?
Heck yes. This is what we've all been waiting for. Could we see an upset tonight? I think that's the big question about this one.
Well, traditionally, look at the history of this format. The 5 seed, the home team, has done very well in this 5-8 matchup. But in this single elimination setup, all bets are off.
Now here is Thornton. And the layup's good off the glass.
Because of Sabali's impressive physical skills, I'm never surprised when she pulls off these contact finishes.
Screen by Charles. Outside Atkins.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Charlie Collier.
That is her first foul of the game. Outside Atkins. Buries it from three-point range.
Keeping her eyes up and her options open. Natasha Cloud is surgical in her approach.
Pass to Wumbalale. Now Thornton. Up top, Sabali. It's stolen by Natasha Cloud. Here's Deladon. And she converts the layup.
It's a key part of her game. Deladon has a solid handle and the ability to finish.
First minute and a half of basketball played here in this one. Collier with it, working on Charles. Back to Collier. Shot clock at 6. Another shot. Good D by Tina Charles. And they have certainly been looking locked in offensively.
They sure have, staying aggressive and playing in control.
They grab their own miss.
Shot's good by Clark.
One tough player, Clark, loves to mix it up inside, getting the board and the ball.
Looking to end the run.
Collier can't get it to go.
Here's the Mystics with the ball. Ariel Atkins on the wing. The rebound by Thornton. Outside Sabali. Pass to Jefferson. Thornton. Cloud pulls it in.
That's 4 misses on their first 5 attempts. Still trying to get into the flow offensively.
Back to Clark. Deladon. Here's Atkins. Some solid defense from Sachin Sabali. Deladon, shot's good.
A big part of this run here has been their ability to hit from mid-range.
And some might shy away from that mid-range jumper, but they've made the most of it.
Dallas trailing here. And here's Harris. wing, Alicia Gray. Pass to Allery. Shoots over Plaisance. The wings with another miss.
She kind of short-armed that shot after doing a nice job of getting open.
Mitchell, shot's good.
That's just great ball movement.
And that's keyed this run. Passing it with a purpose. The D has not been able to keep up.
Now here's Harris. Marina Mabry on the wing.
Pass to Harris. Allery with it. Plaisance covering. Now here's Mitchell. Tight defense on her. Here's Plaisance. Outside, Hines Allen. Screen by Hines Allen. Walker Kimbrough misses. To the inside. Stolen by Walker Kimbrough. Out on her own on the break. Hines Allen with it. Gray picks her up. And Mabry picks up the foul. That's her first foul.
Second team foul.
Now here's Mitchell, covered by Harris. Pass to Plaisance. Walker Kimbrough. Clock at 6. Here's Hines Allen. And not gonna go. She misses her first attempt of the night. Allery outside. Makes it off the glass.
Just out-muscling the opposition there. Allery has no problem flexing on him and finding a way to finish.
And as we conclude the first quarter, a one-sided game so far. The Mystics on top, up 10. And the second quarter is on the way when we return.
Get ready for the Death Squad!
A lopsided first quarter in the books as we get ready to begin the second quarter. And for the Mystics, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Defense paying dividends for them through one.
Coach has to be happy about their effort on that end. Just a lot of hustle.
Now here's Jefferson.
She hasn't scored yet. That, I'm sure, will change. Outside, Agumbawale. Pass to Sabali. 5 on the clock. Agumbawale. Cloud with it. Collier's there. Nice shot by Cloud.
Assisted.
Don't underestimate Charles's playmaking ability. She's capable of making some advanced passes.
Left side, Sabali. The shot that time, not on target. Excellent defense there from Elena Deladon. Run deep, Ariel Atkins. The shot's good. Alicia Clark making the play.
A player that truly loves to learn. I think it's cool how Atkins is always asking questions because she is all about competing and improving.
Jefferson, she's covered by Cloud. Left side, Sabali. It's good for her second make, 2-3 so far.
Look at how Sabali outworks the contact, makes it through, and gets to her finish. What an amazing effort.
They get it back. Deladon, that's in, and she's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Man, they have got to put a body on her because otherwise, with her agility and athleticism, they're just not going to be able to contain her on the offensive glass. Yeah, good job working it down low and getting the high percentage look.
Cloud inside, pass to Atkins. Back to Cloud, puts up a 3, drops in the tray.
They're getting a lot of their points points outside the paint. 3 of their last 5 buckets are from three-point range.
The defense, they have to close out quicker.
Sabali, Deladon covering, and the call will be against Alicia Clark. That is her first foul of the game.
First team foul. Timeout charge to Dallas. Get ready for the Dip Squad!
Outside.
Blocking foul called on Tina Charles. First personal foul, teams first. Second team foul.
And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played. And a foul called on the shot. Got her on the way up that time, so she'll shoot to the middle.
Second team foul.
The shot's good. Alicia Clark making the play.
One aspect of their play today that's been far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow, it can be elusive, but the great offenses have it. And that's just what they've shown tonight.
Here's Clark. And another three for Washington.
A respected distance shooter, Clark's impact to her team can be felt from all over the court.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Here's Jefferson. And that one goes long. Here's the Mystics with the ball. A 21-point lead, the biggest in this game. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
They need to get way more disruptive defensively. They just can't keep allowing these easy buckets. You know, get a little physical, show some effort.
Defensively, that's job number 1. Effort, nothing easy inside. Her ability to put the ball on the floor, I think sometimes it catches the other team off guard. Thornton is an able dribbler.
Get ready for the Dip Squad!
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played. Here's Gustafson, defended by Harrison. Outside, Hines Allen. Mitchell, just 4 to shoot. Pulls up from the top of the key. The rebound by Harris. Now here's Harrison. He's covered closely. Gray with it. Wyatt so far offensively searching for first points of the game. Here's Harrison, swiped away, and she's all alone. Here's Walker Kimbrough. Yes, and a nice assist from Maisha Hines Allen.
Wide open look, and props to Hines Allen for locating the opening teammate using her GPS.
On the wing, Alicia Gray. Pass to Harris. Misses from close range.
That's a surprise. Out of character for her to miss those when the D's not right in her face.
Now here's Walker Kimbrough. Mabry covering. Walker Kimbrough misses. now Harris. Here's Ellery. And the release was before the buzzer, but it's off target. And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Mystics ahead, just dominating this one. And we will see you back here after the break for third quarter basketball in just a bit. Hello and welcome back. Third quarter just about to get going, and what has been a runaway of a game so far. One of the stories here, Atkins getting it done today.
Everything is magnified in a game like this, and with the microscope squarely on her as their go-to player, she came up huge in the first half.
That's what she's known for. Her ability to raise her game, depending on the situation, is, to me, what sets her apart from the rest of the pack.
And welcome back as we begin the second half. So far, not a tightly contested game, but anything can happen. Pass to Collier. Thornton with it. A screen by Collier. Just 5 to shoot. To the paint. Clark pulls it down.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor. It's all adding up.
Well, you look across the team stats, it's one of many areas they're winning, and they've secured a big lead.
It looks very sharp tonight.
I'm loving it.
Here's Thornton. Here's Collier. And good work on the boards, and they pick up the second chance points.
One of the many reasons Collier was the first overall pick, she is an elite offensive rebounder.
Ariel Atkins on the wing. Loud inside. Puts up the three. He can't get it to go. The wings go the other way with it. On the wing, Kayla Thornton. Deladon covering. A shot by Thornton, no good.
Terrific D. That's how to protect the rim.
Here's Atkins. Deladon. That drops, and it comes off an assist from Ariel Atkins.
Well, with her 6'5" height and strength, Deladon, she's more than a scorer. She can take a hit and pour it in.
Get ready for the Deer Squad!
Right around a minute and a half played in the third quarter. Jefferson outside. Pass to Thornton. Collier with it. Back to Thornton. 4 on the clock. To the wing, right side. Collier with it. And Clark picks her up defensively. And they turn it over. 24-second buzzer signaling the shot clock violation. Here's Deladon. 2 minutes into the second half of play now. Here's Charles. Finds the bottom of the bucket from about 13 feet out.
3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The defense better start buckling down.
They're getting exposed and punished down low.
Jefferson outside. Back to Collier. Stolen by Tina Charles. And the Mystics on the break from 13. Here's the second effort, and she lays it up and in.
A solid performance inside. You know, their rebounding, it's been terrific.
They're putting together a great game, aren't they? Strong performances throughout, and they've just been strong on the glass.
And it sets a tone.
Here's Sabali. Alina Deladon with a defensive effort.
Their offense scuffling a bit in the second half, just 1 for 5.
Took him no time at all on that one.
Moves well without the ball. Clark's pretty good at losing her defender and making them pay.
2 minutes remaining.
On the wing, Kayla Thornton. To halt the run. Stolen by Alicia Clark. It's Ariel Atkins with the drive. Here's Charles. And she banks in the layup.
And now we see them really working it inside.
Yeah, getting quality looks around the rim. That's fueling this run.
Pass to Sabali. Back to Gumbawale. Now here's Sabali. And stolen by Ariel Atkins. Alicia Clark on the wing. And another three for Washington.
That's a weapon they've been allowed to use at will today, and they're doing some damage.
Yeah, the D struggling to take that away from them.
Beyond the arc. Shots good by Jefferson.
How about that for a response?
We'll give you a 3, and then we'll take it right back.
Turning into a 3-point contest.
It's Natasha Cloud with the drive. Della Don, good.
It's not hard to see why they're giving up points on this run. Just too many looks from in close.
You know, usually when teams give up runs like this, it's because they allow chances from inside. Make them beat you from deep.
There's a Gumbawale with the 3. That shot off. So the Mystics will take it the other way. Pass to Cloud. And here's Charles. Over Collier. Misses off the left iron.
That's one she knows she should have drained.
There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock and game clock. Goes back up. Rebound, Tina Charles. Pass to Cloud. Now Charles with 1 on the clock. That one misses. Would have counted had it gone. At the end of the third quarter, a huge lead, and this one may already have been decided. Mystics ahead. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Sliced the team wide open with this feed. They really had no chance to prevent this basket.
Yeah, it was a great read of the defensive setup and also wonderful anticipation of the movement of her teammates before the pass.
And we're getting underway in the fourth quarter. That scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things can change. Here's Weiss. Good, and the assist goes to Shavonte Zealous.
I saw a little confusion amongst the D as to who was supposed to be guarding her.
Here's Harris. Pass to Harrison. And the layup is good.
You want to talk focus. How about Harrison hitting the shot with the contact? That is not easy.
Now Gustafson, defended by Harrison. Gustafson gets the bucket.
The mid-range jumper, it's a very high percentage shot for her when she has that much room to get it off.
And they've been looking at a sink offensively.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
And she uses the glass on the layup.
Soft touch around the rim. You don't want Harris to catch you out of position inside.
Now here is Zealous, covered by Harris. Here's Walker Kimbrough. Outside Zealous. 6 on the shot clock. Charles the screen. Off target from three-point range. Pass to Harrison. Now here's Allery. Guarded by Charles. Gray outside. Back to Allery. Over Charles. Allery, no good.
She had all the space she needed, but just could not find the bottom of the bucket.
Javonte Zealous into the lane. From past the arc, Charles with the bucket.
There's been a huge discrepancy between these teams in their effectiveness from three-point range.
Yeah, it's been pronounced and definitely a big factor to point to in this game.
And here's Harrison. Stolen by Walker Kimbrough. And the Mystics on the break. Here's Zealous. Finished off the break.
That's the easiest fast break opportunity an offense gets, off a steal.
Exactly. The defense with no chance to get back.
Down low. Stolen by Harris. And just about 3 minutes through the fourth and final quarter
remaining in the game.
Stolen by Tina Charles. And pushing it up, here's Washington. Now here's Walker Kimbrough. She's guarded closely. Pass to Gustafson. Here's Walker Kimbrough. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The floater. The shot off that time. Marina Mabry on the wing. And she gets the bucket.
A powerhouse in the paint. Allery using her height to just run over the defense inside.
And Mabry picks up the foul.
Marina Mabry.
That's foul number 2 for her.
That's a frustration foul right there.
And that's not her best moment. Obviously, no one on their team is happy right now, but you shouldn't be taking it out on your opponent.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in this fourth quarter. And that's an intentional foul.
I understand where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but
shooting for Washington,
they're just kidding themselves.
Yeah, exactly. This game is over, and I think they're the only ones who didn't realize it.
And we've got dinner plans tonight.
Both good at the line.
Whether she's starting or coming off the bench, Leilani Mitchell accepts her role, which is what makes her an outstanding teammate and such a winner in this league.
Inside. Pass to Allery. Shoots over, plays on. Goes to the fadeaway and cans it.
Yeah, she should save the fadeaway move for when she actually needs it.
And the foul on Harris.
Harris.
That's her first foul of the game. We're in the bonus, and they'll go to the line.
Yeah, that's too bad because, you know, that's the last player you want to put on the free throw line. You can just book the points every time she steps up to the line.
The first free throw is good. She hits both from the stripe. Gray outside. There's the lob to the hoop. Out of bounds, it'll be Mystics' ball.
The ball goes
Where
to
was she
Washington.
going with that pass? I have no clue. That's awful. That's just giving it away.
Now here's Mitchell. Pass to Gustafson. Hines Allen. Now here's Mitchell. And the foul on Harris. So that'll be her second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Shooting for the Mystics, Megan Gustafson. 2 shots.
First free throw is good. And the Wings call time here. Your thoughts, guys?
Well, I think they need to go for the quick foul here, because if they don't, the other team will just be able to run out the clock, and you don't want that.
Get ready for the fifth squad.
And that's good as she hits both shots. Harris with it. Pass to Harrison. Gray with it. 5 to shoot. And she lobs up toward the rim. Stolen by Walker Kimbrough. Now plays on. And so the Washington Mystics take the series and will move on.
And such a huge
Thanks
moment
for
for this
coming out
team.
to support
Know
your
that they have
team.
conquered
Make sure to
the
get home
last
safely, and we'll see you at the
milestone
next sporting
before
event.
reaching the WNBA Finals.
We've seen this team fight through adversity, adjust their approach, fine-tune their strategy, and now a remarkable series is in the books with their name on it.
It's going to be so exciting, guys, to see them in the finals. A whole season of hard work culminating in the opportunity to win the WNBA championship. And now winning that elusive title is within their grasp.
And that'll do it tonight in the WNBA playoffs. For my broadcast partners, Brian Banafitemi and Tim Swartz, I'm Blake Suniga. Thanks for joining us tonight, and we'll see you next time for another playoff game.
Whoa. Now I'm switching up my energy.